don't recommend this if you can't lift over 50 pounds. There we go. You can pull the whole thing out, that out, and you have a little drawer system. What's up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. If you're new here, my name is Tyler. Behind me we have the Bronco, and here off camera we have the truck. Today's video is going to focus on the Bronco. We're going to do a little install back here in the trunk cargo area. Super excited about it. If you guys have been with the channel for a while, you know that Broaddict sent out this table, this molly panel. So this folds out into a table. You can cook on it. You can attach things like your first aid kit. You can put like some dude wipes or whatever you may have. You can attach that here. It's getting a little windy because it's about to storm, so we're going to see if we can get this installed fast. But anyways, we have a new product from Broaddict today, and it's pretty much a platform for the Bronco. As you guys know, I did have a platform back here. I do still have it. I might do a giveaway on that one. It allows you to level out the space back here so you can sleep in your Bronco when camping. But this new one that we're installing from Broaddict, it's got some cool features with it that we'll talk about. And it should bolt right in with the factory bolts and screws that are already in place here. So we're gonna get that unboxed. It's kind of heavy, that's why I haven't picked it up and showed you yet. But we're gonna get that installed, and we're gonna talk about that a little bit. Okay, so this is what comes in the package. You've got the platform, which has a drawer system built in, and the top actually slides out as well. You get these rubber mats that you can place on various points on here, which we will do that once we get it installed. And there's a few other things in there that you guys will see once we start actually installing this into the back of the Bronco. And just an FYI, this one is going to be more of a permanent platform that's going to probably just stay in your Bronco full time, unlike the other one I have where you can kind of move it in and out easily. So depending on what your needs are, you know, depends on which platform you're going to go with. Anyways, Broaddict sent this one out. We're going to install it. Super excited about this one, like I said. So let's go ahead and get to installing. Okay, so first up, we need to take out this rubber mat so we can access the bolts and everything that we need to get to. So we're gonna remove this. Then we're gonna look at some of the instructions. Nice, nice. 2 people to lift this. Psh, I got this. I'm gonna be 100% honest with you guys. This thing is heavy, so keep that in mind as you're adding weight to your Bronco, especially if you have one like mine that has the 4-cylinder in it. Everything that you install does add weight. This has some significant weight to it. Just keep that in mind. And then, yeah, of course I already have the steel bumpers and the 37s. So Bronco is definitely hitting some weight. But first step is removing some of these bottom rods, and then I guess we're gonna install those and then set it in here. So let's get that started. So you want to start by removing this front rod right here and this rear one. So that's the front one. Okay, so now the next step is to pop the plastic off the hook points or the toe strap points inside the trunk of your Bronco. There's this plastic covering, and then you're gonna undo the bolts that are in there. So you might need a flathead screwdriver to pop those off. And they pop off super easy. But yeah, these look like 8mm bolts. You're gonna get a socket and pull those off. So these are actually 10mm bolts. So we've got the 10mm on here. We're gonna remove these on all of the 4 corners. There's 2 bolts for each corner. I need an extension. So this whole piece is gonna come out. Just like that. And the hooks are gonna fall out. remove these first, they're gonna fall out. Okay, once you have the seats down, they provide you with this, I wanna say it's like duct tape, but it's got a leather feel to it, so it kind of blends good with the plastic. This is to protect your plastic from scratches from the drawer sliding in and out. You can put it in there if you want. If not, you know, you might get your plastic scratched up, but mine's already scratched up. But I'm gonna put this in there anyways as a precaution. It says to put this like 4 to 8 inches up, I believe. Yeah, up to 8 inches. So that's what we're going to do. Now the step is to take your factory bolts and get the platform in. It does say to use 2 people for this because you do have to slide the platform out to get to those back bolts. So we're gonna see if I can do this by myself. I'm gonna try it doing the back bolts first. If not, I'm gonna slide the platform forward and see if I can put the front ones in first and then pull the platform out a little bit to get to those. So we'll see if you can do this with one person or not. I don't recommend this if you can't lift over 50 pounds because this thing is heavy. Okay, so FYI, you've got the hinge here for your tailgate. Make sure you slide the platform underneath that because it will not go down if you don't. Okay. We have that in there. It says to pull the dark blue one. And this whole thing slides out. And it looks like, as long as you don't slide it out all the way, because it is heavy, so if you slide out all the way, it's gonna tip. But if you slide out just a little bit, you should be able to get up there, put the bolts in, and then put these bolts in up here. So let's go ahead and do that. And like I said, this is a more permanent solution because you do take all that carpet and stuff out. And honestly, I recommend vacuuming out before you put this in here, but I didn't do that. Okay, we've got this bad boy installed. We'll have to take this off so that the tailgate closes. But you pull these dark blue handles on the sides. You got to pull both of them to unlock it. It's kind of hard to do one-handed, so there we go. You can pull the whole thing out. You can access your storage down there from factory. You can push this in, and it does lock halfway, so you can push this one, and you'll hear both sides lock. And then you have this little blue one right here as well on both sides. So you can pull that out. And you have a little drawer system and molly panels. So all this stuff in here, it's not a big deal that I'm losing this other than the table. This can be mounted up on my molly panel up there, and then all the wipes and stuff I have can be stored in here. So, and then it locks on both sides. So, and then there's that. And then they do supply like rubber tape and things like that. If it does start to rattle, you can put that on there and eliminate the rattles. So we're gonna save all that, put that aside till I figure out, once I drive this, where it's rattling at, if it's hitting on the plastic over here or up on the seat or wherever it might be hitting, and we will accommodate that and fix it as we find the rattles. Because you know, stuff like this, it does tend to squeak and rattle after you've had it for a while. So definitely going to do that. And then this is a more permanent solution for a platform. If you don't want this, you can check out the video for a temporary one. But this is awesome because it does have the drawer system that you can pull out, and you can still access your trunk area right here, which you cannot access with the other platform. You have to pull the other platform completely out to access the trunk area. So Obviously we can put my mat back there to sleep on this side like I normally do, and then put the fridge here. And this does come with T-bolts with the loops, so I can tie my fridge down, and I might even just keep my fridge in here permanently, you know, and just plug it in when I need it, because I do have a small one for the Bronco. Shout out to Iceco for that. And I have a big one that I keep for the truck. So we can tie that down in here, keep it in here permanently unless I need to take it out for some reason. But I'm super excited about this. So we're gonna kind of arrange some stuff, and I will show you the after once I move everything out of this table into here. And be on the lookout on my Instagram or whatever. I might do a giveaway. I might do something with these parts that don't fit in the Bronco anymore. Stay tuned, and we're gonna get everything sorted and organized in this, try to get it done before the storm. So I'll check back in a minute. Good morning, guys. It's been a couple days since I installed this platform, so we're gonna talk about it some more. I took a break because we're remodeling the house, so had to pull all the floor out so that insurance can get started doing its thing, fixing the house. I had a water pipe burst. So luckily we're getting that started. We got some floor picked out, new shower picked out, because we had to remove a shower, remove the floor, cut some walls. So hopefully we'll start getting that repaired this week, and it'll be smooth sailing from here on out. But we drove with this for a couple days, so we're going to talk about it, and then I'm going to show you what it can look like once you have all your gear and stuff in here for camping and how that's going to work. So let's start off with, they provide you with these, I can't think of what these are called, these tie down points with the T-bolt on the end. So we've got one right here on this side. I'll probably remove it because that's the side I sleep on when I camp with my mattress. So obviously I don't want that hitting my leg or whatever. This side is where my fridge usually goes. So I'm gonna put a couple here and see if I can permanently install my Iceco fridge and get that installed here to where it's not sliding around, and just leave it in the Bronco full time, because I really don't carry a whole lot of cargo. If I'm working, or for example, like this flooring or stuff, the truck is the workhorse. The Bronco is more of the toy, the fun Lego piece, I like to call it, because you can mix and match parts and all this and that. So this is more of the toy. So it's never really overloaded with stuff. Don't really carry much cargo except for my mountain bike bag. So we're gonna get the fridge installed here. And then there was one other piece I wanted to talk about, and I think I said it over here actually. So when I was driving this, I didn't notice any crazy noises. I mean, of course, there's like that little bit of just a little play in the drawer system. Nothing crazy, which if you guys have seen the channel, you know I don't like noises and rattling in my vehicles. And if this doesn't bother me, it shouldn't bother you. But if for some reason later on down the road, it does start to rattle more than normal or become annoying, they do provide you with these little rubber pieces that you can install in various places. So I recommend keeping the instructions and keeping these in a safe place in case that happens, because it tells you where to put these rubber pieces if it starts rattling. But so far, no rattles. This thing has been awesome. So now what we're gonna do is I'm going to sort through my gear that I usually keep in the Bronco. We're gonna sort through it, put stuff in the drawer system, and we will show you pretty much how to pack this thing out, or at least give you ideas of what this can be used for. All right, guys, I've got a few items in here that are gonna kind of stay in here. The drawer system underneath, I don't have a whole lot of stuff in there yet, because honestly, I kind of spaced on what to put in there. I guess I'll find that out on the next camping trip of what kind of fits in there. As of right now, I have various camping items packed away in different cargo boxes that I kind of just throw in the truck or here. So once I figure out what to really keep in here, I'll make an updated video on what I actually keep in the Bronco. But as of right now, I do have two Iceco refrigerators. So I've got the smaller one. I think this is the 21 quart. I have a 35 quart that I kind of keep for the truck, because the truck has a little bit more space for cargo when camping, just because it has the bed. So with this new system, I used two of the tie down points to use these bungee straps to kind of keep the refrigerator in there. So that's going to stay in there permanently. Like I said earlier, I don't really use the Bronco for a whole lot of cargo hauling or work or anything. I've got my mountain bike bag, right here. I've got a kinetic rope right here. So let's go ahead and I will pull this out and kind of show you guys what I do have in here at the moment. Okay, we will start with the drawer system here. So if I pull this out, I have this little item right here is just a little chainsaw from SOG or whatever. I have some flushable wipes right here for emergencies, obviously. And this side, they do provide you with these mats to lay in here, these rubber mats. So I actually took the one out of this side, which allows you to have this molly panel. So the chainsaw this is a hand chainsaw. It is attached to the molly panel, so it's not going to slide around. So this side is the same, but I do have the mat laying over here because I have some body wipes and some other dude wipes as well. And then I've got my soft shackle. And then in the future, I'll probably put some tools and some other molly panel items over here that I might need to use. I have used this hand chainsaw before. Definitely going to upgrade to an actual chainsaw at some point. But that's all I have in the drawer system right now. And then, like I said, I have the kinetic rope right here, my mountain bike bag, and then the ice cold fridge. So we can pull this out. And then you have easier access to the fridge. Obviously, if you have your refrigerator turned the other way and have it, right here, that's great. You can also cook on this thing because it can hold up to, I think, 256 pounds is what it said. And then with this whole drawer system, it allows you to get to your factory cargo space down here that has your jack and your funnels and everything. So I actually have a emergency battery jump starter there, which also doubles as a tire inflator in case for some reason I don't have my main air inflator. And then we have an actual tow strap. It's not a kinetic, it's just a standard tow strap down there as well for emergencies. That one kind of stays in the Bronco. And then with removing the Broaddict tailgate cable over here, I actually ended up moving my first aid kit to that molly panel. We've got the bear spray, we've got the hand axe, and then over here we have the fire extinguisher, and that is a shovel in that bag. So when I go camping, this platform does level out that seat, so I'll be able to lay my mattress down there. And so that is the new Broaddict platform. So make sure you guys check out the link below. Check out some of these other items that I featured in here, like the IceCo fridges and everything. You get some discounts. But that's it for this video. This is the install. We'll do a review here in a little bit once we've driven around with it and used it for a while. And make sure you like and subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next video.